Continuous dance hits.
RTE Pulse.
It's Macken on RTE Pulse, Ireland's national dance station. You can check us out rte.ie/pulse or else maxmacken.com. Now, every single week on the show, we do a showcase/interview of the week. And this week, on the showcase of the week, we caught up with Nick Catchdubs of Fool's Gold Recordings, the co-head honcho, along with DJ A-Track. So, here's the interview with Nick. How's it going at the moment for you? From what I see, it seems to be going from strength to strength.
Yeah, it's been great. You know, one of the things that I've been happiest about, with Fool's Gold, is that we've been able to sort of stretch out musically, and fans have stuck with us. Like, you know, if you think about our first couple releases, you know, whether it was Kid Sister or like A-Track's Dirty South Dance stuff, you know, you could think that Fool's Gold is like, oh, that's where people rap over techno music. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, when we had our first big success with Kid Cudi, Day and Night, you know, it would have been easy to sort of just go and try and like replicate that success, like make carbon copies of Day and Night. But instead, you know, we went out in a bunch of different directions. We've released electronic music of all styles, you know, super straight up house, weird techno stuff. You know, we've signed bands, like we put out this Japanese band, the Susan, with this band Cubic Zirconia, who are also based out here. And, you know, most recently our kind of big project has been Danny Brown, who's, you know, a rapper's rapper from Detroit. And you know, I love that Fool's Gold can kind of be this umbrella where all these different styles can fit underneath and really make sense together.
I think that's why people like it so much.
Also, too, it's like, you know, I think that they realize that we're having fun doing this. Like, you know, we don't take ourselves too seriously. It's like, even, you know, you look at the artwork, you know, you look at the sort of the tone of the writing on the website, you know, they can tell that, like, you know, we're really enjoying this. So I think more so than anything, musically, that sense of fun is what translates.
And how did you and A-Track meet, or this idea come about?
Well, I mean, we met just DJing. You know, I was doing parties in New York. He was sort of transitioning from the, like, scratch turntablist world into more of, like, a party, everything kind of DJ world. And so we just met at a gig and you know, and became friends and stayed in touch. You know, at the time, you know, both of us, you know, were doing our DJ thing, but we also had day jobs. His day job, obviously, was DJing for Kanye West, and my day job was I was an editor at the Fader magazine in New York. So, you know, we would both come across interesting artists and interesting music, and, you know, we shared kind of the same wavelength. Like, we would get somebody's record and be like, yo, why isn't this song the single? Like, you know, why are they making him rap over this corny stuff? And you know, eventually when we were making music of our own, and when our friends were making music of their own, you know, we saw that there wasn't a North American label that could be a home for all of this stuff. You know, it's like, even back in 2007, the world of labels and the world of the you know, the music industry at large was a very different place. So, you know, we were like, let's just be a real home, you know, for our friends and the music that they're making. And we wanted Fool's Gold to be like, you saw the logo on something, you knew it was dope, even if you didn't know what the music inside was.
And that's what, like, the whole thing, you have like sort of a gloss around the whole label. It's not just a label for music, but it really has a culture with it as well. Would you say that what Fool's Gold has on it is replicating or has taken a lot from New York and where you are based around, or what would you say on that?
Oh yeah, no, 100%. And I think that the best kind of like gateway into that is if you watch the Duck Sauce Barbra Streisand video. And that, you know, a lot of it was filmed during our day off party, which is a free, you know, outdoor, essentially like a block party that we do in New York every year. And so, you know, if you watch that and then you see it cut to, you know, going to the club, and you see it cut to just like, you know, walking around like freaky restaurants in New York, and then, you know, there's, you know, quote unquote celebrities in that video, but it's not treated like, oh, hey, look, it's a famous person.
They're just all homies.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you see Questlove, and then you see like some hot girl, and it's all part of the fabric of it's all part of the fabric of the city and the fabric of Fool's Gold. We definitely are fueled by the energy that exists here, just the sort of the creative energy that you can't escape. The goal is just to maintain consistency across the board. Like, I don't ever want to have a whack party. I don't ever want to put out a whack single.
No.
I don't want to ever have clothes on our web store that look messed up. You know what I mean? Like, we take a lot of pride in it. It's a real extension of our personalities. And, I think that's what people respond to, and that's what makes it interesting. And, I hope that's what's going to make it last for even more years. Like, right now, we're kicking off our 5th year as a label. When we started, everybody was like, you guys are crazy. Like, the record industry is falling apart. Like, why would you start a label? And I was like, yeah, you're right. The record industry is falling apart, but music is better than it's ever been ever. You know what I mean? Like, I find more records that I want to DJ. I find more, acts and tracks that I want to put out than ever before. It's almost like there's there's too much good stuff. So it's like, let us just be the filter. It's always fun going through the video and going through the photos, to put together like little recap posts and stuff, because you're like, oh man, this person was here, this person was here. It's like, this girl looks crazy. How come I wasn't talking to her?
Yeah.
It's like it's cool because once you get everything together and you look back at 5 years of stuff at once, it's like, wow, man, these were actual moments. Like, I can't wait till we do the Fool's Gold photo book, years from now, and kind of see all the stuff that we were a part of. Like, it's something that I'm extremely proud of.
I'm just laughing here to myself. I can imagine when you're a granddad, this is what I was doing. I was DJing here, and these are all the lovely girls and everything, and you're going through all the photos.
Of course, 100%. Yeah, being old and grey and proving to your kids that you weren't corny.
That you were cool.
Yeah, exactly.
So looking back on 2011, was there anything in particular that stand out for you and Fool's Gold?
Well, on the label side, it was Danny Brown's year.
Yeah.
Danny is a real, he's a true original. His style and his approach, and just his pure skill level of rapping, really, has no peer right now. When we released his record Triple X, it's a challenging listen. Like, we didn't anticipate the amount of kind of critical acclaim that the record got.
Wow.
But it's been really satisfying to see that, because that people are listening to it and really listening to it. Like, they're not hearing Danny Brown out at the club. They're hearing Danny Brown like in their life on the train, with the earbuds in, kind of like hanging on every syllable. And so, it's been awesome to sort of help facilitate getting his talent and getting his music out to the world, and also just becoming friends with Danny. Like, he's an awesome dude.